Today we are going to study the respiratory tract, some important parts, at least all the parts of respiratory tract, then the function, then how the respiration occur, type of respiration, and some facts like some fact information, and then we cover almost all part of the respiratory system. First of all, we need to know why we breathe. We breathe to take O2 in and to release CO2 in the environment out, to take O2 in and CO2 out. Why we need O2? We need O2 for ATP protection, because it's power currency of cell. Then after that, the function of respiratory tract. The first function of respiratory tract is to take oxygen and release CO2. First of all, like take the oxygen in and take the CO2 out. That's the first function. And make the moist, like make the air moist. Then sound, as we know, the larynx is present in the thorax, our throat. So in pharynx, the larynx is present, where the sound box is, vocal cord is present, so which make the sound. So its function is sound. pH regulation. So when the as we know, when the carbon dioxide, the concentration of carbon dioxide goes up and carboxyl hemoglobin goes more, then it make the pH high, like it's make the carboxyl acid more in the body, which increase the pH, so it helps to regulate the pH. Then it's also help in trapping and cleaning the air which comes into body from pathogens and dust. And also, we smell from our nose, and it help in smell too. Then respiratory tract. Respiratory tract is divided into two parts: upper respiratory tract, lower respiratory tract. Like I may write it here. What does our upper respiratory tract have? It have nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, and also tonsils. Okay, what does our lower respiratory tract has? Trachea, bronchi, bronchus, and alveoli. Then what does our upper respiratory tract have? Nasal cavity. Nasal cavity contain nasal larynx present behind the nose. Then we have orophagus. Then we have then we have orophagus, like here I write oropharynx, not orophagus. Then we have laropharynx, laropharynx. Then we have laropharynx. Then we have pharynx. Basically, laropharynx is the part where the vocal cord is present. Okay, oropharynx is present in you can say in the pharynx, like in the throat. Laropharynx, where the vocal cord is present, is there. Nasopharynx behind the nose. Yes. After the nasolarynx, we have oropharynx. After oropharynx, we have laropharynx. So then we have pharynx present in throat with esophagus. Also uvula, like a ball hanging in our throat, you see it prevent the food from going into our nose. Like sometime we breathe or talk, so when the air goes up and we were eating something and it goes straight out from our nose, we laugh or something suddenly happen. Then we have larynx. It also contains voice box. Like after pharynx, we have larynx, like the third part present above the trachea. Then the lower respiratory tract, it contains trachea, also called the respiratory tube, made up of cartilage, about 15 to 20 cartilage rings. It form the lower section into bronchi, into lung, throat, helium of lung. Like it's open from the lower section, like you can say here is the head of trachea, here is the lower trachea, then it's open from here into the lungs and make the bronchi. Then we have bronchals. These are the opening of respiratory tube, like these are the opening of trachea into the lungs. Lungs, it like it's a network, then it's converted to a network called bronchus. Bronchus is tiny, you can say thread like structure, like it goes for bronchus are more in bronchi is more in diameter, bronchus is less, so it's like a thread in the above. Then the alveolar, these are the microscopic structure of branches where the diffusion occur. These are the microscopic structure of bronchi where the diffusion and diffusion of oxygen and CO2 is occur. Then lungs, now we are going to see the structure of lungs, like a little bit definition. Lungs, these are the non-muscular part in our body, the non-muscular organ in our body, not part, non-muscular organ of our body. It's a main organ of respiration. It divided into two parts, right lung, left lung. Right lung have 3 lobes, left lung has 2 lobes. A segment, right lung have 10 segment, left lung has only 8 or 9, mostly 8 but sometimes 9 segment. Then we have, it's large, it's small because it's contain heart and it's contain cardiac notch. It get more infected, our right lung get more infected because the reason is it has small bronchus, they are wide, and ventricle. When something is small, wide and straight, so you know the pathogen can easily come in, or anything can easily come in. That's why it gets more affected with pneumonia and pathogen. After that, we will see for the inner lining. What is the first thing in inner lining? The moisturizing texture. Like, what is the thing which make our our lungs moist? Like, air is continuously coming and going out. It's going to be dry. When it's going to be dry, our lungs is going to have problem in contraction and construction and expansion. So we need moisture, continuous moisture. What is going to help in moisture? Moistening the texture, like moistening the lungs. So we have pseudostratified columnar epithelium cells present in the, it make it ciliated surfaces inside of the lung, where it help the moist the air, also produce the mucus and push the mucus upward. Like, why it puts the mucus upward? So it don't go to the alveoli. When it's when we smoke too much, our ciliated get break, so the mucus go back into the alveoli, it got full, we have problem in breathing, mostly common in people who smoke too much. Okay, so next also contain T1, T2 cells and macrophages. What are the T1 cell? The thin cell which help in gaseous exchange in alveoli. T2 cell, the cell which produce surfactants, and then macrophages which help in killing of macrophages and pathogens. Macrophages, sorry, not killing of macrophages, killing of phagocytes, or destroying the dust particles or any foreigner bodies. So what is a surfactant? What they do? Surfactant act as soap, like it's help in moisturing the alveoli, help in reduce surface tension. So the like alveoli are continually expanding, like, so the blood is going and the lung is expanding, sticking, so the alveoli are touching, and then so that there is no, it makes sure that there is no surface tension or friction is being produced. So so it's also helps so alveoli don't collide. Yes, it stays separate. So what type of respiration occur in lung? Pulmonary ventricle, like gaseous gas to lungs and lung to environment. Then we have this one is pulmonary ventricle. Then we have external respiration from when oxygen go from blood, lungs to blood, and carbon dioxide go from blood to lungs. Then we have internal respiration, where the oxygen go from blood to cells, and from cells to blood, carbon dioxide come back. Then oxytocin, doxycycline, doxycycline, doxycycline. It is basically it was a medicine used 10-12 years ago. So what does it do when you give it to a newborn baby? It's used for pneumonia, and that's it. It go bind with the calcium. Okay, so it do calcium tonic, I forgot the name. So it goes bind with the calcium, and it's a yellow. Okay, so its color is basically yellow, so it go bind with the calcium, and then it make when the newborn baby has teeth, its tooth comes yellow, but it don't do this in young because their teeth are already developed, calcitonin is done. Bile, it's not a hormone, it's just a secretion by lung, and it's not a hormone or it's not acidic, it's a basic secretion. Then we have carboxyl hemoglobin. When the carbon dioxide bind with hemoglobin, that causes carboxyl hemoglobin. That was it for today. And yesterday we discussed the structure of lung. Today we discussed the structure of respiratory tract, pharynx, larynx, nostril cavity. What does our just a quick overview? What does our nostril cavity contain? Nostril cavity contain our nostril cavity contain nostril larynx, nasal larynx. Then what does after that it contain? It contain oropharynx. What does it contain after oropharynx? After oropharynx, it contain larynx, laryopharynx, largopharynx. It contain largopharynx. After largopharynx, it contain pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchus, alveolars. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful for you. And that was it for today.